What's up? What's up? Getting food. What's up? Hello. Yep. Ow! Need some food. Guitar riff for that drum beat as well. The one I always do. The one I can't help but go back to. Progress it like that. Progress it like that. I don't know, you just see and you can simplify it for whatever other parts. Whatever you want to do, this will be slower, but simplify it for the parts you want to hear. The guitar. Doo -doo -doo -doo. You want to hear the guitar a little more? And drums. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. That's too fast. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. If you don't like Imagine Dragons, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? If you don't like Imagine Dragons, what are you doing with your life? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You think you're better than that, better than that. You think you're better. So let it go, just the way that it goes. right. Is this twist off? It is not. It is not twist off, guys. Whoops. My bad. Sorry. Oh, I need to wait. It's too fresh out of the oven. Leaves a set a minute, and then it'll be fine. Google asked, "What's up?" What the fuck? I mean, it's very good. It's so fresh out of the oven. It's just like, I gotta wait a minute. You put a lot of cheese on this one. I don't necessarily need all that cheese. That's okay. Mm. 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 Yep. So, ooh. Green, well, not just green peppers, but just peppers hitting the spot. Bell peppers hitting the spot. And the sauce from the crust, or it's crispy, but it's not too crispy. It's not like hard, you know. if the crust is that good, like, I'm not a huge crust person, but if the crust is that good, what are we gonna do? Not eat it when it's that good? Come on, man. Too much cheese. It's okay. It's fine. It's just more than... I'm sure people, like, if you don't put enough cheese, they just complain. I could have said light on the cheese. I could have said that. And when you get to the crust, and it's like, oh my god. That's why. Because people will complain if there's not enough cheese on it. It's like when... Like, I get that that's what some people say, but honestly, truthfully, like that's how most establishments that do food right conserve portions, use fresh, and stick to their guns. And if they truly know what they're doing, which, trust me, this guy does, you know, stick to what you know is quality, and that's going to save you money too in the long run, and then eventually get you more customers instead of just kind of the ones that complain here and there that want their money's worth. You know, I just think that's somebody that maybe could eat less consumptions of, you know, greasy cheese. You know, it's like the folks that, like, they, instead of putting ketchup on it, just like ketchup, they put ketchup on it. Like, it is just... And it's like, man, would you like some burger with your ketchup? I mean, it's a sauce. It's a garnish. It should be used sparingly. Money's worth. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about scams? What are you talking about? It's not a scam. That's what everybody does that's successful. You limit portions. I mean, you're going to charge differently. You're not necessarily going to charge like out the ass like before, but you also want to limit your portions to sizes that make sense, because if everybody's taking takeout containers home, you're giving them free food. Because you know people do. I've seen it. I've heard it. I'm sorry, are you just in here to complain about stuff? Looks like they were just in here to complain. If I'm going to a restaurant or an entree, I mean, yeah, I expect a full course meal. It's a little bit different, but you know, like, I'll be honest with you, you put too much cheese on a pizza, makes the pizza greasy, soggy, and it wastes your cheese. And I think that there are people that do complain about that, because I've seen it, because I've been in a pizzeria. I've worked at a pizzeria before. And there's been times where, you know, yeah, for sure, you had that guy that's like really just irate about the most ridiculous thing, and it really, honestly, like, probably just finding a reason. But you know, if it's like a couple people here and there, sometimes the person that runs the business feels a little bit pressured to do that if he's kind of down in sales or something, and feels a type of way about it. And he shouldn't. He should stick to his guns and know what quality pizza is, know what, like, essentially he's been doing, and stick to what he knows is right. So, you know, that's with any business, though. Like, that's kind of the point, is you know, if you're just giving people huge portion sizes, then, you know, what's that for? Especially when they're, you know, like I said, it's dumbing down the quality of the whatever it is. You know, like I said, with ketchup, when I put a little bit of ketchup on a burger, it's good, you know. That's what it's supposed to be. You can taste the burger, you can taste a little bit of the ketchup. It's there, you know. It's like a zest, you know, like sort of like mustard or something like that. Except, you know, more like a tangy, a sweet. Anyway, point is, you know, if you're dousing it in ketchup, it's not really a preference. You're just dousing it in ketchup because, for some reason, ketchup tastes super good to you, and it probably shouldn't, because it's not very healthy to just eat a whole ton of ketchup. It's like eating too much cheese at once. That's alright. I'll make a smoothie later. Man, this pizza's good. I mean, if you like extra cheese, you like extra cheese, that's fine. I used to like it when I was younger, and I just realized that I like that if the crust and the sauce is properly cooked, I actually like that more, and it's better for me than eating a bunch of cheese. But I can still taste it. Enough cheese on there. If I put enough cheese on there, I can still taste it. It's just cool as far as what you take in your body, you know, like. So that's why I was just like, I'll probably just make a smoothie later or something, because, you know, try to combat the absurd quantities of dairy, you know, and grease. You know, it's really about the grease. So yeah. Really good. Gonna go. Good go. Good go. never gonna stop me. I'm an nightmare you've been dreaming of. The day is approaching. I'll show you what I'm made of. This is just the beginning. Your anxiety is justified. Tell you something. Nowhere left for you to hide. And justice will be mine. You can be certain. That sound of your heartbeat, like a time bomb slowly ticking down. You won't see me coming. You can end your life without a sound. Hear me now. It's unavoidable. I fulfill my vow. There's no escape. I am unstoppable. You're never gonna stop me. Just start the song over. Oh man. I am unstoppable. Such a good song. I love that whole album, man. I really do. Really, really do. I do listen to the whole thing. Pretty much like what I do with the rest of Disturbed. There's really not too many songs I don't listen to from them like frequently, like the Disturbed. Like that's why like there's so, it seems like it's like a lot of Disturbed that I listen to, just because if I put on a song or I put on an album, I typically like have a hard time turning off the next song if it starts playing. There's like just few songs that I'll skip past. See, the funny thing is that sounds like Unstoppable sounds like a first track for them, but it wasn't. I think it was the fourth one, right? Undivisive. So like that was pretty cool to change it up, you know, instead of it being like the first track, because the first track was Hey You, and I thought that was very fitting. I enjoyed that. It's hard to do when I'm driving. I have to modify it so much. And then I have to think about how I'm modifying it. Is it, weird patterns are hard to do, obviously, when you just have like two things to hit and you can't use your foot. Yeah, I'd have to like really quickly. I missed one. is so good.
So tell me no, don't you hate, 'cause it isn't in your mind. It's not a part of what you're made. So let this be understood. Somebody taught you how to hurt.
Like a view? Would you like a view? Would you like a view? A view. That's a view. What do you look? Do that while I'm on a turn.
You're paralyzed, leave your disguise. Paralyzed, you gotta break away from the numbing pain.
Oh man, such a good freaking. Come to the regions inside you.
Hypnotized, demoralized, believe every lie that they say. Another will discern from what's fiction, what's true. Lost your sense for the emptiness. Do as the headlines compel you. Break hold again. Another one begins.
I don't know. Dave has some troubling, like, tricky lyrics that trip me up. I will literally reverse, like, the first verse with the second one. And I do it with, like so many of his songs. It's because he has, like, this play on words that he does with, like, it's so cool, actually. And it actually forces you to listen. I would have to practice it, that's all. Like, if I was gonna actually, like, sing it, that's all. I mean, it would just be about practicing. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I did the cover of Remember. If you guys want to see actual, like, vocal covers, I did some shorts of some vocal covers, like Linkin Park, Disturbed. I did some stuff. You might want to look at the ones I did, like, in front of my mic, though, instead of my phone, because the ones I did, like, the mic on the phone isn't the greatest, but, like, the ones I did with my mic in front of my setup, it wasn't too, like it's not too bad of a mic for that, but it's really not. That's still not a mic for that either, but it's, you know, at least obviously a bit better than the phone mic. Yeah, I did a short of a partial cover of Remember. Just gonna look that up. Actually, I did a couple of those. I did a sequential one. I did a part 1 and 2 of that one. YouTube has this weird thing. I don't know. I don't think it's YouTube, actually. I think it's just the troll trying to prevent me from promoting my shorts and my good content. Because basically almost every time I've ever tried to talk about my shorts on a stream or something like that, talked about my music shorts or something like that, and tried to tell people to go watch them, like, conveniently YouTube blocks out, there's like a huge gap of audio missing from me telling you to go watch the covers that I did for the shorts. And then if I try to even, you know, like how they took out the links too, where you try to post a comment to links of your other shorts and stuff. Yeah, like the link will show up, but then they'll remove the hyperlink after the fact. Like it's like a secondary thing they do after the fact. So like, you know, like it's really weird that YouTube has like all these things where, you know, you're supposed to be able to promote yourself, but then it's very clear that they take those things away and don't let them, you know, like certain features. They're just like, well, we're not gonna let them use this anymore. It's just really weird. And so like that's what's been going on lately too, where it's hard to tell if it's like just YouTube or this troll again. And so like again, for like the longest time I was trying to tell you guys about how we have, you know, like I've been doing some vocal covers here and there, you know, of you know, like just partials and stuff like that in shorts, you know. And you know, because some of you guys asked me if I could sing and stuff like that. It's like, well, if you catch me like here and there, you know, like all that. Did I warm up? Did I do it? Was I screaming at the top of my lungs to my music earlier in the day? Probably. So like, I don't know, like, you know, like it just depends on when you catch me and stuff like that, and if I've had, you know, time to warm up or prep a throat or anything like that. Like right now it's not too bad, actually. I'm sure you can tell my voice is pretty clear. I don't really sound like I have any phlegm, or at least too much of it. I mean, you can. Some people do it with a pitch where they're actually singing and it's more correct. It's technically more correct. It's actually like singing. And then some people, yeah, it's just a yell, but it still has a bit of a pitch to it, and you know they're still getting you know, a pitch out of that. So you know, while some people will be old school and they'll be like, that's not technically right. Well, actually, they're still getting a pitch out of it. So if they go to the effort to learn how to properly pitch that, I would say it is. Yeah, I would say it is. You're just not accepting like that newer generation of music that has been doing this for a while now, actually. But then, you know, there's some that just, it's just a scream. They're just going as loud and as obnoxiously loud and high or low as possible. And you guys know, I mean, like, it's obvious when the band does that. Like, there's bands that do that. They don't get away with it very long. I want to listen to that. I want to hear music, you know. Just like, yeah, like I said, like some of these guys, like when they scream and stuff, like a lot of them, like no, really, like there's a pitch to it. Like it's not just a scream, man. But Dave, he really doesn't do that. He actually sort of very rarely. I mean, he'll growl and stuff here and there, but like if he sings high, he's just singing up there. He can sing. He can actually get up there pretty high up there, surprisingly, and that's not easy to do, obviously, as you age. He's not old, but he's not young either. Like I wouldn't say he's young. He's not old. He's not young. So mean, for him to just be still in peak is super impressive. It just shows dedication, you know. Yeah, just like with Zach, with his playing, still being at peak. You know, like, nobody questions that. You know, so it's you know, it's a similar thing, but with voice. You know, where he just he probably just practices all the time. Is very careful with it. Takes care of it. Has a sleep schedule. You know, you know that maintaining a voice is about cardio. It's about cardio, taking care of your teeth, and learning too. Learning how to do it initially. But if you want to take care of your voice, yeah, don't strain it. Citrus things are usually pretty good. Citrus in general helps to clear out the throat a bit. You also want to realize that taking care of your teeth and never really, like, I was never really a, it really was a lot of, you know, after I owned my school, I found out that I had this air capacity that I never had before. Where that said, I did the giving up, screaming through my voice out. I really did do it. I mean, obviously I can't prove that, but freaking Walmart parking lot, when I was just driving out of Walmart, like, literally just did it. I did it correctly. I did it for the exact amount of time, and I felt good, like, doing it. And I was like, oh my god. So then that's when I started trying to, like, record myself saying stuff anymore, because, like, I understood that only the two concurrents that were in here just now, whoever was just in here, YouTube, whoever was just in the stream, those last two concurrents that just left the stream, they were doing it. Yep. So whoever was just sitting here, those last two concurrents that were just in the stream, the very last two people that were in here, they didn't type in chat, but they were sitting in here. Those two concurrents were sitting in here for like the last 10 minutes as I just sat here talking about the bitrate shifting around all over the place. And the very second that they know that I fixed it, they left. Instantly they left. So yeah, yep, that behavior, that's definitely who that is, and that's the same number that we've seen all throughout all of these issues. You know, we have all these issues. Again, I've made reference to that. I've made reference to the two concurrents. You know, conveniently we have exactly two concurrents just sitting in the stream. We got all these problems. And then, you know, like, that's when all the problems are occurring. It's just those two concurrents sitting in there. And then conveniently, we have all these problems. There's nobody else in the stream. There's just something weird going on. Bitrate shifts around all over the place. The very second there's a third concurrent, bitrate shifts around all over the place. Then it goes down to 2 again. Yeah, it's those two people that were just in the stream. And I'm sure we all know exactly who those two people are. I'm sure we know exactly who these two disgusting people are. Just to let you idiots know, you really have broken several devices. That is highly illegal, whatever you're doing. Because I have made several, not even several, countless warnings. And I just wanted you to be aware how foolish you have been this whole time to think that this doesn't mean much. Because all because you have been doing these things and breaking things and causing problems for me and doxing my family and stuff like that. These very serious things that you think aren't very serious have caused actually very serious problems. Actually, several. And you may have actually caused millions of dollars in damage to people's lives simply harassing somebody that was streaming. And I'm not going to tell you why, because that would be foolish. Yeah, because then you'll scam your way out of that somehow. But I will tell you that because you have done all of these things, and, you know, it's very clear that YouTube's platform isn't safe. You know, I mean, I really did report them to the feds. I really did. That was not made up. I didn't make that up. I didn't just pull that out of nowhere. YouTube has been reported to the federal government. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about the report. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's actually more on Google's end of things since they're responsible for it. I would think it's more on their side of things. But I got news for you. The two concurrents that are always sitting on here causing all these problems. Again, YouTube's been reported. So, you know, I've warned you about that before. I mean, like, that was... I don't even know when that was now that I did. Like, that was like... I'd have to look at the date that I did that. Like, that... I did that a bit ago. So, you know, and you've been doing all this, meanwhile, you know... You catch my drift? Like... There's no intimidation tactic there. I really did report them. So you really need to realize that you're two concurrents sitting in the stream. Like, it's just like that guy that was sitting in the freaking parking lot, and in the moment that like why would you do that? Like it's exactly like that, man. You're just sitting in here being suspicious. Like, nobody does that. And then, like, all these things happen when you are just conveniently sitting, just those two. Just two. And then they're always in here at the same time. So either you're view botting or you're communicating. And bringing another person in here the same time you come in here. And conveniently, there's always problems. So, I warned you about it. But... regardless, we have the one concurrent now. And that's typically what would happen too, is when I would talk about it. So I have to give my lawyer a call. I gotta give my lawyer a call. I'll see you.